What's up, degenerates? Mad Merrigan here for Colbert Sports. Right, lads, Sunday night never ends here, does it? One selection for you tomorrow. I think it's an interesting enough runner. I just had a look at its form in a different country, ran okay. And I think off the mark it shows on its British debut. It could be nicely handicapped, so we'll come to that in a minute. And a very interesting jockey book. And just a quick word over the weekend. What a phenomenal Breeders' Cup we had. Unbelievable. I really hope you enjoyed the preview. Myself and Mickey D dissecting the card and digging out no less than 8 winners. So phenomenal. Something I'm very proud of here at the channel. The 2 bankers landing Mickey D's horse in a thrilling finish. Loves Only You. Unbelievable, like just the way it came through. One of the most exciting finishes I've watched. Just phenomenal. And the first Japanese winner ever in the Breeders' Cup, and they didn't have to wait long to have another one. And then my banker at the meeting, Echo Zulu, absolutely doing exactly as I thought. She came down the straight on her own. Very, very impressive. And yeah, what a meeting it was, lads. I hope you really enjoyed it. You know, I just, something I'm very proud of here at the channel, to do a preview of one of the biggest race meetings in the world, if not the biggest, and one I'm very interested in. Yeah, it was just amazing that we could pull it off and make it a massive, massive success. Just one after the other. Unbelievable. We tipped on the Saturday, we tipped 7 winners out of 9 races on the Saturday, and then you had my banker won on the Friday. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And that's not only that, less than a week ago, the winner of the Melbourne Cup tipped up on the channel as well, so it's 17-1. So look, you know by now, Colbert Sports, we're just trying to find winners. You know, we might hit bad patches every now and again, but if you stick with us, the winners will come. Look, unbelievable. Like, your beer winning as well yesterday. Nick's Go, just far too good for them in the classic. Who else have we got that won? The horse of Charlie Appleby's in the sprint, Space Blues. Unbelievable. Life is Good, romping home. Mickey D's CC picking up the pieces in the stretch as advised, you know. So some of these horses were great prices. I see Tony, a lad who follows us closely, commented in the section. The 2 bankers alone was 10-1. So if anyone did watch the preview, the Breeders' Cup special, and did do the 2 bankers, you had a nice 10-1 return, even money and 5-1. So unbelievable, and then a thrilling finish. So that was it. It was really good. Really enjoyed the meeting, and have to say, something I look forward to doing. And if possible, I'd love to get out to it next year. Maybe bring Colbert Sports on tour to it. It'd be unbelievable. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed it. Very proud week here. Tipped up the Melbourne Cup winner, and 8 winners tipped at the Breeders' Cup meeting. Unbelievable. Right, lads. One for you tomorrow. Let's just touch on the Patreon service. We had a couple of selections yesterday. Poor enough, to be fair. Jamie Spencer rode the the Charlie Fellows filly, was it in Doncaster? Anyway, it was well backed all day, and the man dropped it out like 50 lengths last, and then, you know, sure, it had no chance from there. And I know it ran poor enough in the end, and looking at it, what people would think would be the logic would say, oh, well, sure, he'd no chance anyway, he was well bet. But you're dead right, he'd have no chance. How would you have any chance when you're 50 lengths behind the whole field? How would any horse have any chance? So she made up ground to get about 8 or 9 lengths behind them in the straight, but sure, gone after that. But anyway, that was disappointing. And then we had one other selection Saturday, was disappointed. And then today we tipped up a horse, anti-post for Cheltenham. My mate Mozzie won well today. Unlucky faller at the last, I think, is probably the horse to take out the race moving forward. Definitely interesting. But my mate Mozzie done what he had to do today, got the win. And yeah, I tipped him up this morning, anti-post, for the Cheltenham Supreme Novices Hurdle at 20-1. He hasn't moved that much in the market. He's clipped into 14s. but I know some of you backed them today. And then we had one other selection on the Patreon service, Just Getting Bet. Looked home for all money. I thought we were home. Garth Pardusal, or however you pronounce it. Darrell Keefe wrote it for Henry the Bromhead. So anyway, look, it's Sunday night. I'll keep up the results. What I'll do is, for the Patreon lads, what I'll do is just every Tuesday of the week, every Tuesday I'll just recap it on the one night, and that's it. But anyway, we had the horse we tipped Antipost Get the Job Done in the graded hurdle, won well, was clipped in a few points in the market, and the other horse finished second, Just Bet. Right, so one selection for you tomorrow. Before I move on, Joe Value, kind of, to be fair to Joe, he put me on to my mate Mozzie, asked me to have a look at him during the week, and I watched his maiden hurdle, and I was really impressed with his maiden hurdle the last day. Today I was happy with his win today, but I wish the other horse had stead up just to see. It would have been so interesting to see if he could pull away from the other horse. But Joe mentioned the comment there. He just said that it may be getting a lead. Absolutely, the horse is making his own run, and he's not that type of horse at all. When a horse is that pacey, he would definitely be better getting a lead. But jump's brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and second start over hurdles, getting it done in a graded race. Definitely a high class horse. I'd love to see him dropped in maybe in a better race, and I think you'll probably see him much better effect. I wouldn't like to see him on the front end in a grade one or anything like that. He's too, when he ran today. He doesn't need to be the hare in the race. He's too fast for that. So definitely an interesting horse. Big performance to win the graded race on his second start. Because whatever about the horse that fell, he had Chemical Emery well cooked as well. So interesting moving forward. Anyway, one interesting selection tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the preview. And of the Breeders' Cup, loads of winners, and I hope some of you backed the winner of the Melbourne Cup the other night as well, that I tipped up at 17-1. So unbelievable. Mickey D and Mad Merrigan crushing it at the Breeders' Cup. Right, Gine Sacre, the 135 in Carlisle, lads. A point each way, 5-1. I just think this mare coming over, I think it's very interesting. Brian Hughes rides it. I think off a mark of 102, definitely could do. If it was okay and it acclimatise and all that shit, if it was ready to go tomorrow and it was in top shape off 102, it could run a big one. I think so. I seen there in France, it has some form tied in with horses that are rated up around the 117, 118, and I think this mare gave them weight in a couple of races. So look, I think this horse it's kind of a shot in the dark. But with Brian Hughes booked for the ride and odds of 5-1, obviously it's coming back to running a mare's handicap hurdle. But it's very interesting, and I'm pretty sure off this mark, this horse will acquit itself very well. I just have a feeling I like the profile and I like the handicap mark even more. So hopefully Gine Sacre, ridden by one of the best jockeys ever to ride in England, I'd say. Very calm, very patient, very educated aggression when he needs it, and always in the right place at the right time. And he has lovely ability just to let a horse race within himself. And I think this filly might hopefully do. She could shock a few people tomorrow and do damage off this mark of 102. Let's hope so anyway. Right, lads, great week for the channel. Hopefully many more winners on the way. And stay tuned, as always. Colbert Sports, the winners are never far away, and you know that by now. Like anyone that follows us here, it's just hard work. It's hard work dissecting notes. It's just, that's all it is. It's just hard work, watching racing round the clock, and up all night, can't sleep at night. Anyway, that's the way it is, boys. We hopefully hit them tomorrow. I see Joe Value has 2 strong fancies in Kempton. So hopefully that'll keep you going. It's quite enough tomorrow for the Patreon. I don't think we'll have anything. There is a couple of interesting runners when we get more into the week. So yeah, anyway, look, hopefully we can kick off the week with a winner tomorrow at 5-1. And that's it, lads. If you don't mind, would you like and subscribe to the YouTube? And yeah, smash the likes. Look, if you're interested in the Patreon service, link will be in the description below. Many winners on the way. We're just in a period of changeover from the flat to the jumps. But the last few weeks, I've really got notes on a lot of nice jumpers that will really repay me now in the next kind of 2-3 months. So it's just getting these first kind of 6 weeks of the season, getting all the horses that I like in my notes, and then when they go, when the trainers pick the right races, then that's when I'll play them. When you know they're in the right spots, because it's so easy to track horses, and people just kind of back them blind. But you got to track them and then back them. Try and back them when they're in the right races and right conditions to suit. Anyway, lads, appreciate the support here. Let's hope we have a winner tomorrow.